All right, it's past Uncle coming at you. Pre-recorded these so I could have a weekend with my lovely lady. First, I'm gonna go over these tragedies from the tragedy subreddit, and it's not spelled how you think. Because if you didn't know, that means that someone has a regular name, but it's spelled like really dumb. That's what the tragedy subreddit is based on. It's based on Ashley, spelled like Ashley. But the first one is just this picture. Dude, what was this person thinking when they named their kid, man? Like, I understand everyone wants to be different, everyone wants to be creative and stuff, but this is a little bit much. I could understand maybe half of this originality, but there's a little bit too much. Too much originality. Now this kid is going to have a peacock name basically their whole life. Abigail. Abigail. Everybody's so creative. I've actually known a couple of Abigails, one in particular that I can think of, and she was already a bit weird, and if she had this name, man, boy, it would have been over. The second tragedy, it goes, husband and I promised his mother to name our future daughter after her, having mixed feelings now. We promised our mother-in-law 8 years ago. I was super young and didn't really think twice about it. For reference, it is highly honorable to have your grandkids named after you in the Arabic culture. Oh, they're Arabic. Oh no. Wait, since they're Arabic, are they trying to like name the kid like Muhammada? I don't really know very many Arabic woman names, so excuse me. Her name is Dalal. Dalal. Okay, so if your name is actually Dalal, or you plan on naming your kid that in your Arabic, what I'm about to say does not concern you. Gwawan Dalal, your name is Sofu. Dang. Ew, man. She continues, we're in the US and I'm worried that her name would have kids bully her when she goes to school. Dude, yeah, they are. Kids are mean as hell, man. Like, I've had some really crappy bosses and really crappy coworkers and all that stuff. Ain't nothing pales in comparison, or ain't nothing compared to what I went through in school in terms of bullying and mean kids and stuff. They just got no filter and they got no empathy until, they're almost adults. So, they're all crap. All kids are crap, man. I'm just saying it. There's the rare, like, thing that you get, a kid that's really sweet and really thoughtful, but it is far and few in between. Most kids are just bullies. They're like, oh, you're different? You got a different name? I'm gonna bully the hell out of you for it. But she continues, I was thinking of naming her Dalal solely within our culture, having family call her that and putting her name down as Delilah. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Did I not just reference that dumb song on her birth certificate for school, etc.? Please give me your thoughts on the name in this situation all around. Okay, so as someone who's Hispanic, my family says they call me Cito. I'm not gonna get into like all the reasons and stuff, but basically that's not my actual name. But that's what my family calls me. Being Hispanic, it means little insert name. I'm not quite ready to give my name out and stuff like that. It'd be cool, I think, like to say Dalal as the family name, but I don't know about naming the kid Delilah. You might be just better off naming her Dalal in the end, because I'm just saying that adults will probably make fun of her more with the Delilah name because of the song. The Drake song that came out that was trash, and the other one, the dumb one. Am I the a-hole for telling my boyfriend I'd be scared of him if I met him alone at night? Just by the title alone. Women have told me this before, and I've never taken it as an insult per se. I mean, if it's just plain and simple, yeah, you're kind of a big guy and you're kind of scary looking if I was alone, kind of deal, then, that's totally cool. Anyways, let's get into it. She says, my boyfriend and I were just discussing R-word statistics because in our country, the SA rate especially group SA, is going up at an alarming rate, and I'm worried it's going to happen to me or a family member. I mean, that's pretty fair, you know. If the rates are going up, I'd be pretty scared too. I said I am always scared when a man walks behind me in the dark and or lonely places and asked me if I would be scared of him if I didn't know him. I said yes. I think that's understandable. Even as a man, like walking into dark and lonely places and you see someone else, I'm immediately on guard. Man, yeah, man, woman, or child, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be scared of that person. I'm just saying there are some kids that growing up being hitmen these days. I'm just saying. I'm not taking my chances. He said I shouldn't judge all men based on the actions of a few, and that it's really unfair to talk like that. I told him that it's not all men, but always men. And now he won't talk to me and I feel terrible. Okay, okay, I get it. I get what she's trying to say. She's saying that not all men go out and R word people, but when an R wording happens, it's always a man. And I mean, that's fair. I don't really hear too many stories of women R wording people, you know? So, I mean, I think that's fair, to be honest, especially if, I mean, we don't know the size of this woman either. She could be small as heck. And if you're that small, man, I'd be scared too, man or woman. If you're a little person, if you're a small person, you're going to be worried no matter what. And I mean, like, I don't think that's something to get mad about as a guy. You know what I mean? I mean, it even happens to other guys, guy on guy, especially in prison. Don't drop this soap. It's like sometimes when I talk to my girlfriend and, you know, she'll go off about, you know, men being crappy and stuff. And I'll listen to her. And then there's times where I talk about how women can be crappy with, I don't know, false paternity or whatever the case may be. And it's never a, you're this type of person. You know what I mean? It's never, you're the person that would give the false paternity kind of deal. It's just saying that these are the things that happen, you know? So I say NTA. And you know, she may not even be this like a small person, like I was saying earlier, but her boyfriend might be a particularly large individual, which just kind of adds to the fear factor just a little bit. You know what I mean? Okay, so this one is: am I the a hole for calling my friend a fucking incel? Yes, I just censored myself. It makes it easier for editing, man. Just cut me some slack. It starts, my girlfriend Millie and I have been together for about 6 months now. We have known each other for a couple of years as we share many mutual friends. Before getting together, we had very different lifestyles. I mostly have had long term relationships, not really a hookup person, even though I have had a few of them. Yeah, I feel that. And it's weird when you say it as a guy. I feel like that you're like, "Oh, I'm not really into the whole hookup thing." You know, it feels weird saying because it's almost like you're admitting to something that's, I guess, not the classical definition of masculine. Just saying, man, it's a lot of bullshit for not a very good payoff. Like, I mean, yeah, sex is good and all, but it's definitely not the end all be all, in my opinion. He goes on. On the other hand, Millie is a big party girl, and everyone knows that. She used to hook up with lots of people, sleeping around, even having sugar daddies and stuff. She often had casual relationships and one night stands before me. This really doesn't matter to me since I don't care about other people's sexual history, and I believe that quote unquote virginity or body count as concepts shouldn't even exist in the 21st century. I mean, that's actually a pretty mature way of looking at it. I don't know. I think it maybe just be like indoctrination from America. You know, you're told that women with high body counts and stuff, like they're just low value, which may not be the case. I mean, they may just have a high body count because they know how to make that bed rock. But yeah, very, very mature of this person. He continues, I just need my partner to be loyal no matter whether they've been with 10 people or 10,000. Absolutely fair. And I felt that. Millie is incredibly attractive, and considering her looks and lifestyle, I never even imagined us getting together. But for some reason, she liked some of my hobbies, and we ended up going out and clicked instantly. Surprisingly, she has been a great girlfriend and is very loyal and affectionate so far, even showing me off as her boyfriend to people. It's like the first thing you got to look out for a partner that's been around, is like, are they showing me off? Are they proud to have me? You know what I mean? Are they public about me kind of deal? If they're keeping you secret, red flag. Anyways, he continues. This weekend we were at a party where many of our friends were also there. At some point, I met a group of friends, more like acquaintances, who also kind of know Millie. And one guy asked me, "So, how's your ride on the town bike going?" Ooh. Okay, if that, I would. This guy is too nice. If all he got away with is calling this guy an effing incel, this guy is too nice. Because I would have swung immediately. Like, you can badmouth me all you want. We'll have a good time. We'll laugh it off, but don't come after the people I love. You know what I mean? That's too low. That's a low blow. He said, I was confused, but the others started laughing. Someone explained that he was calling my girlfriend the town bike since everyone in the town has taken her for a ride. Oh, no. Well, at least he got the context. Whatever friend that told him or acquaintance that told him the context to what he meant, that guy's a real friend. I called him some expletive, but he remarked that it's not like it's false. And mostly everyone in the town has slept with her or has her nudes on his phone. She sent nudes to many ex-partners. I was really offended at this point, so I called him an incel and took my girlfriend and left. Later, I told her why we left. She was quite hurt and heartbroken to hear this. I have received messages from many people saying that I overreacted and shouldn't have acted that way. Am I the hole for doing what I did? Dude, no. In fact, you're the nice guy for doing what you did. If you ask me, let's for a second take away the public group setting, right? Let's just say this person came to your house and said that. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving the house without a couple of broken bones if you come and badmouth my wife. I'm just saying, this guy is a saint. This guy deserves the Medal of Honor right here. Like, he handled it like a gentleman, like an absolute gentleman. And if you disagree with me, that is absolutely fine, and I have no qualms with you. Man, that is one thing that no, 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 no. That's a big no go. Find some new friends, bro. Move out of that town, because you're probably, if everyone's agreeing with that person, just get the hell out of Dodge, start a new life somewhere. You're gonna be better off, homie. All right, this next one is another "Am I the a-hole?" It says the heading is "Am I the a-hole for refusing to do anything when my niece beat up my daughter?" I would think it would require some sort of intervention, right? But I'm gonna hold my judgment real quick. It's funny. I just got done talking about fighting, and now this thing's talking about beating people up. So the post reads, I have a daughter who's 14, and her name is Cindy. I also have a niece, Alexa, who's the same age. They go to the same school, but have separate friend groups and aren't close. I also have a 20-year-old nephew, Jimmy, who has special needs. Alexa is very protective of her older brother. Sydney is not the nicest person, and I try to do things that fix her behavior, but I can't. Recently, Jimmy had a birthday party and got a Steam Deck. He isn't very social, so after cake and ice cream, he went by himself to play on it. He went to the bathroom, and when he got back, the game was gone. Everyone helped look for it, but Jimmy was too stressed out, so my sister ended the party. Later that night, my niece comes to my house. She runs to my daughter's room where she was laying on her bed and pulled the game from her drawer under her bed. Alexa then asks why the hell she stole her brother's game. Sydney said it's not like he even understands how to use it. Oh, 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 God. That's pretty mean. Yeah, your daughter deserved to get beat up, man. Like, that's pretty messed up. Yeah, right now, just NTA for not stepping in because your daughter deserved that, in my opinion. But it goes on. Alexa instantly punched her in the face, then dragged her by her hair out of the bed and continued to punch her in the face. Me and wife managed to separate them. Alexa just walked out of the house. I mean, I think that's a pretty reasonable reaction, right? If someone if I had a sister or a sibling that was special needs, I would be extra protective of them. Not just beyond the, oh, I'm big brother, but you know what I mean? It'd be a little bit extra. I'd be whooping feet up in that motherfucker, man. Sydney was on the floor crying, asking what we were going to do. I then got a call from my sister cursing me out and telling me that Cindy is no longer welcomed at her house and that I better be lucky she isn't pressing charges. Wait, so now the guy's sister is calling saying that Sydney isn't welcome there anymore after she got her ass beat? I mean, like, I understand. It's not like that far from the realm of possibility, but I think the ass whooping is enough. My wife thinks I should tell my sister to punish Alexa. I told her I'm not going to enable our daughter's behavior and that I'm taking her phone until she apologizes to my sister and Jimmy. My wife and I should be protecting my daughter. I told her I am, and that she just got a taste of the real world if she continues her behavior. Yeah, NTA all the way. I mean, I don't know if I'd further punish Cindy for all that stuff, but I wouldn't have stepped in either if my kid was acting like that. Because as an adult, you can't lay your hands on a kid like that. But if another kid does it, I mean, whatever. Especially when it's a family member, in like 10 years they're gonna be laughing about it. At least I'd really hope, and I'd really hope that it's sooner because they're family. But I'm just saying. So this last one is actually like some tech. There's some text messages and stuff. It's a little different than what I usually do, but here we go. So I started with my first real chef a year ago. After 3 months of winter where he was basically training me, working my ass off in the beginning, I had some sick days and he told me to man up and I did. Stopped calling in sick. Ever think I've called in once in the past? Did I just have an aneurysm? I read that right. I've called in once in the past 6 months and was moved up to Sue during that time. Ran the place for him twice for 2 weeks, working 70 to 80 hours, always on my toes, making sure I learn everything and do stuff right. Took a week off 3 months in advance for my great grandma's 90th. And only thing I could think of where it be seen as slacking off, as slacking was, oh my God, dude, I can't. Slacking was once we finally started hiring more cooks, I stopped working doubles because Haley, the one who showed the most promise for when I leave for Denver, which my head chef told me to do, find more food diversity, was wanting to work more, and I wanted to get ready to move these past 3 to 4 weeks. And during my time off, he sent me this randomly at 3 a.m. Context the day before, he said they miss me at the kitchen, yada yada. He also has a tendency to send drunk texts to me. I'm just hella bummed out because I had 2 weeks left and he and my head chef. So I thought we were pretty close. All right, I'm not going to lie. I'm not the best reader to begin with, and then you just add on a bunch of run-on sentences with no punctuation and misspellings and stuff, and now all of a sudden I sound like I should have a helmet on, right? To read the text, the guy goes, he starts it off with, at 2 a.m., mind you, saying Haley made you look like a fool while you were gone. And then the guy obviously just replies LOL because, like, what are you supposed to say to that? And then the chef replies, respect is earned, your absence wasn't missed. After talking to the rest of the staff, your opinions are no longer needed. Geez, that seems like a quick 180. God, dude, this is like his emotions are so all over the place just already. Like he came coming on the gas, man. So after the question mark, the chef says, you should have worked harder. They replied, did I do something? Because this just seems like way out of pocket, right? Like, this is so weird. Then they say, I'm paid up. I wish you the best. They said, okay, there are a lot of things. Good luck when your tummy hurts every 2 weeks. They said, heard. I'll drop off the Subi Wednesday, or Bobby can give you the keys tomorrow. They just replied, keep them. I had extra. So obvious reply here is just heard, gotcha, whatever, okay. And the reply was, family is first, but I have never worked with such a sad bitch. What the hell? Dude, Jesus. It's like this guy just like took a hit of his pipe and was all like, "Urgh!" And I'm just saying, like, if your boss is texting you crap like that at 2 a.m., just find another job, man. It's not worth it. That's unprofessional as hell. But anyways, that's going to be all for me today. Do the thing that other YouTubers tell you to do at the end of their videos, and I'll catch you later.